Hello, it's Greg Harrelson here with Century 21, the Harrelson Group in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I've been happily serving the real estate industry here along the Grand Strand for over 20 years now. You've probably seen some of my other videos, and a lot of times I'll get a question in from some of the consumers that have been following me, and lately I've been getting a few questions on how do we attract buyers, and especially with the internet, how do you work the internet as a real estate agent? So I wanted to share some information like that about that subject in hopes that if you have a similar question or know someone that does, that this video may be able to answer it for you. So let me just go to my notes and just share with you some thoughts. First of all, you may or may not know that between 90 and 95% of the buyers who are actively looking for real estate right now are actually conducting their research on the internet. So it's very, very important that when you hire a real estate agent to help you, that you're hiring a real estate agent that owns real estate websites and actually owns quality websites. There's a lot of real estate agents out there that will say, hey, I put your property on the internet, but really all they're doing is putting it on the MLS, and then it gets syndicated to various websites that they have no control over. As a matter of fact, your property is probably on websites that no one even knows, because once it gets into the MLS, it just shows up on other websites through syndication. That really is not the value of the internet. The value of the internet and putting your property on the websites is having control of those websites and be able to really promote the property properly to prospects, to buyer prospects. So right now, if you went to Google and you typed in Myrtle Beach real estate, it happens to be one of the best or most searched real estate terms in our local market is Myrtle Beach real estate. And when you look at the search results on Google, you'll see myrtlebeachrealestate.com is one of those that shows up on the top. Well, I own that website. Just click on that website and you'll see our company name. And then further on that page, you'll see that we have another website. So we actually occupy two positions for the #1 search term when it comes to Myrtle Beach real estate on Google. That right there alone attracts approximately 400 plus buyer leads to us per week. So it's very important that when you start talking about finding buyers, that you're working with a real estate agent that has valuable websites. They have to have really good ranking on Google, or else they're not going to attract leads. Right now, again, I'll repeat it because I know it's a big number. We're attracting over 400 buyer leads per week because of our web assets and the way that we know how to market properties on the internet. In addition to that, the Myrtle Beach real estate, we also do have myrtlebeachcondos.net, but most people, most consumers right now are very excited about Zillow. Everyone wants to know, do you work with Zillow? I'm a premier real estate agent for Zillow, and currently right now I get dozens of leads every single month just from Zillow. So not only do we have local web assets, but we're also working the non-local, the national web assets like Zillow. And if you go to my Zillow profile, you're going to see hundreds of positive reviews about myself, my staff, my team, and how we've helped people buy and sell real estate. So I think that you'll enjoy that. Last but not least, when it comes to attracting buyers, when you're attracting as many buyers as we are on a weekly basis, you can imagine there's over 100,000 buyers currently in our database right now at our company. What we do is we'll take a listing, say your home, and we'll take the address and put it into our database, and we can filter through the 100,000 buyer leads that we have and identify 500, 600 of the buyers that are in that database. Identify the 500 to 600 that have actually conducted real estate searches that are relevant to your property. Maybe it's the same price range, the same type of property, and the same area. We'll narrow it down to that 500 buyers. We'll give them a call. We'll actually send them a property brochure. We may even text them if they like to communicate via text. And we'll start to promote the features and the benefits of your property in hopes that that would be one way that we can increase the amount of showings that we're getting on your home. So how do we find buyers? Digitally, we're working the internet. We've got the web assets, we've got the relationship with Zillow, we have the database, and all we have to do is take your home and promote it aggressively, and we will actually increase the showings. So I hope you find that information helpful. I would like you to immediately subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can make sure that you get the next video that I send with the subject of selling properties in Myrtle Beach. I'm not going to spam you with a bunch of videos that are just self-promotion. I'm going to share with you important topics, and a lot of these topics are created based on the questions that the consumer like yourself is sending me, and I just happen to answer the questions over a video recording. So please subscribe and make sure that you stay tuned, or that you get to tune in to the next video that I send. I'm Greg Harrelson with Century 21. I appreciate your time.